lovely, but it's too damn warm. But yeah, I'm gonna go live literally a little bit. I don't even know what your phone is. So I would have said officially cooled down, but it's manageable. We will live. But to be honest, I don't know how rusty I'm going to be. That answers it very quickly, doesn't it? How do people do shullets in these videos? I have no idea. Ugh. Damn, I can barely breathe now. Right. Dog, move back. Frankie, I don't want to crush you, man. Convenient. Do you know what? Just stay there. She's like, I will. She literally sits underneath the school, like, wait, on a spinning chair right underneath her. I'm like, what are you doing? So his toes are scarring quite bad. I mean, it's healing good then, but still. I feel rough. Now everyone's having a good Saturday. Yeah. I think I need to get a clock up here or something. I'll do you then. Princess. It's quite loud. It's so loud for a tiny fan. Like I can't even hear myself think really. But the heat's getting more bearable. It's 29 degrees. I can manage that. So when it's 30, the sun's just fucking coming through the window, and there's no shade anywhere. That's when it becomes nightmare fuel. This is chill. It's still warm. It's nice and warm. You know what I mean? Fingerboard until I can watch Alien when it's dark enough, because I cannot watch a movie, especially like Alien in the light. Good classic though. I'll tab rusty though. From landing a nollie flip to primo, people see that in the last clip I posted. I landed a nollie flip over the planter as well. Into a primo. It was an accident. I wasn't actually trying to. I wish I could say that I was like, yeah, I was on purpose. I'm taking it. I like double grinds, right? I'm so shit at this now. It's the fun part of trying, isn't it? It's like when you get really good at skateboarding, it's then you're just getting like, if you want to push yourself more, you're just taking it to scatter yet, like obstacles, and then risking injury like I did. I was like, oh, okay, I got this. And then you're like, don't got this. Because you have way too much confidence, and then you have a reality check, and it humbles you real quick. And now I'm older, I'm just scared. The truth is, I'm scared. Like, I'm literally, I think it's like PTSD from injuries I had a little bit. When I was younger, it's like unfazed me, and now I'm older, I'm like, that actually just put me, that they decommissioned me for like ages. Like my over crooks. Not that. See, I can't even fucking roll. I can't even ride out. Like, embarrassing. Going and getting a little warmer. That's all I'm leaving about, isn't it? Fuck skating. So I'm like, yeah, I can't wait for the summer to go for skating. Then it gets hot again. I'm like, fuck, what am I on about? I can't skate in this. I would rather skate in the winter, to be honest with you. Like, the falls hurt more because it's cold, but at least you can, like, you know, you can always cool yourself, like, you can always warm yourself up. But, like, cooling down is a lot more challenging. So if I down, like, autumn, spring, and winter. Like, actually, the dead of summer, I'm like, nah, can't do this. I used to when I was younger, I get heat stroke, still go out again and skate. It did not faze me. Now I'm just like zombified. Wasn't what I wanted, but it's still what I like. Should have probably done a little warm up beforehand. I'm probably going to go live for an hour still, so I've still got a while. It's just, there might be a point where I stop talking, because as I said, my brain ain't working all that much. I'm trying my hardest, and not to complain about the heat, because we're all burning. It's all good. I just wish I had some fucking AC. I saw a video earlier saying the reason it's so hot in France is because of Americans using their AC. And I think like that might be affecting us just a little bit too. And I said I wanted warmth, but like, this I'm done for. I can't do anything. I walk to the, like, you know, I get a letter out of the letterbox. Lucky if I make it back. I mean, it's so hot, you can't even take your dogs out and say, like, we're gonna literally start needing siestas soon. Taking siestas, honestly. It's that warm. I'm not complaining about it. Well, I would just go and check that, bro. It's a skateboard. Actually, that, oh. That's my tattoo flash sheet. Oh well. The ball behind it. Voila. Honestly, 9 flips is my favourite trick. I could just sit there while watching a movie. Just doing 8 flips. Switch flips. Can't let deck like shit right now, but an eventful day doing other things. Well, there you go. The young lady's getting pure dog shit. It's fine, I'm okay with it. Oh, I'm so tired. I've literally played Tony, I know this sounds crazy, but I've played Tony Hawk's Skater Pro 1 and 2, and I've played too much of it today that I'm actually sick of it, which is just, I would never normally say that. But I'm actually done. I'm getting to a point where gaming is just really not hitting the same anymore. I get so bored of it. It's repetitive, it's just button smashing, and it's just watching the same thing on the screen, and I get really bored of that. I like a potential different outcome every time, because it's not like programmed, you know. Like this, you can get like, and skateboarding, but I mean, in this heat, as I say, I just can't skate in the summer anymore, not in the UK. That's just like, that's asking for like minimal heat stroke. Like, people literally are dying. I found a statistic out. Apparently more people in Europe pass away from heat-related deaths than, you know, pew-pew violence in America. I'm like, what? And I didn't believe it, but I've looked into it a bit more, and it's actually true. And it's like, that's crazy to me because of how much actually does happen. So they can't be like dissing Europe for like not being able to handle it. It is fucking hot. It is too hot. And I need to find that video and repost it, but that's some of the wildest shit I've ever heard. The heat is a bigger killer. Than that sort of violence in America. That's, you know, a big issue. In all of Europe. I don't think it wasn't obviously the UK, but it's like UK combined. But then technically America's bigger than Europe anyway. Like all of America, the whole continent. I can't bother to like literally move down there. Just full stretch. If I was over it, I would do that. See what I mean? It's going to be a lot cleaner, more likely to land it after like a few warm-ups. But over here, it's really makes it difficult. I don't even know why I bother. Like, I think it's a 50-50 dark side. It wasn't really, but the UK. Lovely little old UK. Thank you. I don't. It's like such a bland accent in my country because I've moved around a lot, so literally just has nothing to it. I just sound English, I know that much. I can't wait to start making some more boards. I want to make some wider ones and some old school shaped ones. I'll be honest, I am happy to not have all the machinery on in the summer because it's just adding heat to the room. Right. It's cooling down from tomorrow though, so like tomorrow's life should be a little easier just from the get-go. Today's been like 30 plus degrees, and that's Celsius by the way, so that's like 79 but with humidity Fahrenheit, but then it's getting up to more than that. I mean, look, it was like 100, nearly 100 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's like, as I say, it's literally like fucking Arizona sun, right, the temperature, with Florida's humidity. That's the only way to describe it, because it's an island, isn't it, pretty much. It's just got all the sea coming in. It's like anywhere that's a tropical, well, it is actually being named a tropical island, which is just fucking wild, but I mean, it just don't feel like tropical island, it feels like soup. It feels like walking through warm, sticky quicksand. It's absolutely horrible. Like, I skated Albany skate track in Australia. Australia is very hot. It was literally like a month before Christmas, a little bit before that. And obviously that's coming, Christmas for them is hot. You know, spending on the beach is like the hottest time. That's their summer, right? For people who don't know, if you do know, cool, not trying to mansplain it. But you take your top off. Fair enough, if you wear loads of clothes, you can obviously, the sweat can stick to you a little bit more, I guess. But you just skate with your top off, then you're fine. You feel your chest, you feel your back, like nothing. You're warm, you're hot, you burn, of course, but in the UK, you feel that, but then also, even if you take your top off, it still sticks to you. There's nowhere for the moisture to go. It can't wick away, you know what I mean? It literally just ends up sticking to your skin, because the air's so moist anyway, because of the humidity levels. So the difference is honestly astronomical. I would rather skate all day in Australia than here in the UK, like for an hour. I'm not even joking. I'd love to have a little breaks, but I mean, just, if I was trying to do like a line, get like even just fucking manual pad, hover, anything, or even some flat ground, I would rather do like 4 hours in Australia or like than here. And my mate who I met, I think literally, I went there like 3 times. Sorry, 2 times, because he came over the one time, because we met 3 times. He came over, I went over 2 times before he came over here, and then finally he apologised to me, going, yeah, do you know what, fair enough. It is unbelievably, this wasn't even that as hot as this. So obviously we just broke a fucking record last, was it last week or the week before? I don't know, the heat's destroying my brain cells. Slowly. Slowly but surely. Ooh. How many times this would have hurt on if it's actually a real skateboard. I remember trying to get, was it? I think it was a fakie flip to 50, no, to a 5-0, and literally carried on whacking my head on the rail. But not too hard, because like, you'd learn how to fall, but it was really pissing me off. Like, I just could not get this fakie. I think it was a fakie flip. It might have been a fakie heel, actually. I think it was a fakie heel. So yeah. But the battle from skateboarding compared to this is annoying, because it's like, you fucking serious. At least when you're doing a line, like, you get the wind blowing through your hair on a skateboard. I do enjoy it, but you're like, why? Like, skateboarding has a bit of fear there, there's a bit of muscle memory. Like, this is just fucking flicking a little, feels like it should be easier. It feels like it has no business being this difficult compared to skateboarding. And it is, to a degree. I mean, there's going to be people who skate and just get mad when I say that, but at the end of the day, as I say, I won't like nowhere near pro levels, like, you know, Nigel or fucking... people always forget that one of my favourite bird skaters actually, probably Bergquist, to be honest with you. His fucking X Games, like the trick, he was wild, but people always forget about him. And then my favourite street skater is like Rodney Mullen, and I could never skate like that. I just wish. That'd be like the biggest dream, right? But that's just incredible. He's like he's like a god with the skateboard. I think he can skate better than I can walk. Like, he just looks more comfortable with it. I feel like I generally... This is fucking wild. Even to today's standards of skating, you see kids do. I feel like, I don't know if it's because it's a time period and he was the first creating this sort of style, but still. And the most humble guy ever. I'm so rusty. Well, even if I come off, I'm going to Fingerboard tonight, a little bit, before I watch the new Alien, but not new, just the Alien movie I haven't watched. Like, how many Alien films are there now? I've watched like so many of them, and I'm on that rock, whatever the fucking one is, begins with R. Who knows? I've lost the imposters now, like, that's so sad. I literally spent like hours trying to get those fucking impossible sounds. Great. Perfect. That's what we like to see. Lots of progress. I mean, I've made progress or progress. Fuck it, it's annoying. I don't care either way. I've made progress in another area and I've lost it in another. I mean, that's just standard, isn't it? Sad times though. It was a worthy trade. Tattooing is fun, honestly. I generally think. I don't know now. I love them both the same, really. I couldn't say I actually like one more than the other. Just go skating or tattooing. Skating is just nostalgic as shit for me. So every time I step on the board, I'm like, it's like reliving a part of childhood as well. Where the other things are a little bit, you know, you'd think I'd have fingerboarded as a kid. I feel like I said this to so many people. I feel like I'm the only person that thought fingerboarding was this. Like literally, I cannot be. I want someone to go, oh, I actually didn't realise you could do that with a fingerboard. Because I don't mind being the only idiot. I just want to know if there's anybody else that thought this was what fingerboarding was. Until like, that's why I'm so taken by it now. At the age of 25, and it's like what, 3 years ago? No, 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, when I found out what it is. Well, what you could do with them. I thought people. I guess I was skating so much and wasn't paying attention. I didn't realise people were doing tricks with them, and that's just fucking awesome. I'm sorry, but it is. You see fidget toys and fidget spinners, and I mean they're just nowhere near as cool as this. Being able to literally skate with your fingers, sick. This should have been my day sorted out well when I'm allowed to go skate. I wish I knew about fingerboarding growing up. Because one, I'd be better now. Two, I'd feel like less of an idiot being feel like the only person that thought fingerboarding was this. And as a skater, I'm not doing that. I thought that was like playing with toy cars. Do you know what I mean? Nah. You can do tricks on them and oh. That's like seeing someone walk on water. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, that's quite clean. I don't like shove it into a pre-made for some reason. I done that the other day on the skateboard. I done a shove it into a fucking pre-mode. And I haven't done, like, who actually can do a front side shove it and land pre-mode? Only fucking me, I swear down. On the skateboard that is. It was, it's like, people have to go back like 10 videos or something. It was funny. I have no idea. I've never seen anyone else land pre-mode from front side shove it. I have my foot placements right. I know my trucks are broken, right? So my bushings and my pivot cups are blown the fuck out. But still, I feel like now this heat's making me delirious, which is kind of a bonus. It's like I guess I can use that to my advantage, being a bit delirious. Don't know if I can get the hang of this again, then. Wait, oh no, my phone may die. Tragedy. I'll have to come off. Oh no, I'm joking. Disconnect and touch grass for a bit. It's a disaster. I have to go and have a cigarette and draw. I wish other people didn't care about their phone as much as I don't. Did I say that right? Oh, fuck knows. Because you say people get so... I honestly don't care. I had a broken phone like twice. I was like, I give up. Don't need it. Who needs... I know people go, oh, but to live in the modern world. I'm like, I don't want to live in the modern world. I just want to... I connect through an iPad or email. You know what I mean? If you want to speak to me, you can come and speak to me. Just come and knock on my... Like, come meet me. Like, send a telegram. Send a pigeon. Send a rat. Send anything, right? I just can't bother with fucking technology sometimes. That's why, like, I'd rather fingerboard and tattoo. Granted, tattoo gun is technology, but it's like old technology. It's just a battery and a motor. No AI, no crap. Just you, your skills, your time. You know, I don't give a fuck. Honestly, my phone breaks, I'm having a chill evening regardless. The power goes out, I'm having a chill evening. Like, if it's too dark, I go to bed. That's what dark's for. That's what nighttime is. Typically go to bed then, and then, you know, no blue light, I get a good night's sleep. It's perfect. I mean, I don't even know what to go on my phone at night anyway. It's put like an audiobook or a podcast because I'm boring and old like that. And then, you know, and then I go, this is my little skateboarding or whatever. Not at the moment, it's too damn hot. It's like my little glimpse of staying young. Because otherwise I'm going to start doing crosswords and shit. Because I swear down, if I don't fingerboard or skate or tattoo or do things like that, I will end up doing crosswords. And I promise you now, because I'm already bored of gaming. Like, I literally was playing on the Switch earlier and I'm sat there and I'm like, I'm jumping between, right, this is, and not Limited 2, no, whatever. Assassin's Creed Black Flag. What else was I playing? Tony Hawk Skater Pro. It's on the Switch, by the way, so I don't have Xbox anymore, I can't be bothered with it. I'd rather do something like this, and as I said the other day, the power went out, brilliant, don't need to worry about it, can use it regardless. So literally, that's what I mean, everyone's like getting so addicted to technology, but then if it all goes, what are they going to do? They're going to lose their fucking minds. Do you know what I mean? Sad times. I mean, as I said, bored of gaming, got rid of the console. And where I have the company and the business and now started tattoos, I'm just too busy all the time. And that's a good thing. You need to fill your life with things that are like hobbies and passions, right? I get the gaming aspect. Sometimes I say it's nice to jump on Assassin's Creed Black Flag, Red Dead Redemption. I don't know, I can't remember what else I'm playing on the Switch. It's nice to be able to sit there portably, to be honest with you, in a way, because if I'm sat there having a smoke, or you know what I mean, I've stopped working for the day, I can't bother to sit in front of the console and be more antisocial, but say I'm sat on the sofa, so like I play a few games or a few missions, I'm literally can't concentrate that I'm on like Skyrim, then I'm on Assassin's Creed Black Flag, I'm like, oh, I have to proper get into this, and I'm like, oh, I have to, and I can't be bothered. I don't know if that's just getting older, if that's just generally me, I don't know if I game too much, but I know there's people who game like up until the age of like, you know, until they're dead, fair play. You know what I mean, you only grow old, you stop having fun, and I do think you need to keep, you know, stay young. As I say, I fingerboard now. I'm gutted, I wish I knew about what fingerboarding fully was, and it wasn't just, I thought you pick it up and scoop it until like 3 years ago. If I'd known that as a skateboarder, I would have been so good at fingerboarding by now, and I know that because I've already sometimes landed some wild shit. Earlier I landed over a flower and done a nollie flip into a primo on the rail and actually managed to ride out. I posted it, it's literally the last clip I posted, I think, right at the beginning. And I shot myself in that one. Where's that? So I'm just moisturising the tattoos. And obviously I started tattooing recently. Only myself, don't worry, otherwise you get fucking heavy fine. And face skin, of course. But yeah, I've got so many things I want to do now, and I have to do, which is so much better than feeling like you need to fill your time up with something else. I swear down, it's amazing. Like every day I'm so happy when people come on here. So it's funny when you get trollers during the day because they're like clearly mad that you're happy. At the end of the day, they're watching my life. You can be, you know, hate it as much as you like, but you know, at the end of the day, it's not going to faze me because I found happiness in what I do now, which is so important. Before I would literally hop and jump around between games. Even when I had the Xbox, I was like, you know, I could not settle. People sit there and like, I'm going to play like 3 hours of this game or whatever. I'm like, how the fuck do people... I used to be able to, don't get me wrong, I used to sit there and play hours of one game. Like, I'd play like the original State of Decay, like, or Ratchet and Clank, or like, I'm going like, talking like, way back now as well. GoldenEye. I could play any game for ages. I haven't played the little shitty movie games they used to release on the PS2. I miss what gaming used to be for me. But that's why I realised it wasn't it for me anymore. So everyone's like actually excited to get a new game or a new game coming out. This is going to sound wild to people, but I don't give a shit about GTA 6. And I think it's because I remember, like, you know, I remember the third. I was born when the first one came out. Literally, that was the same year, 2001. And then, like, you know, I remember playing San Andreas and Vice City, my brothers, and then going on to GTA. 5 was worse than 4 because the mechanics had dropped. Like, you know, they didn't grab it. Like, they literally, I'm sorry, people, like, it's an unpopular opinion sometimes, but I feel like with the older crowd, it's not. They went more to graphics rather than, you know, physics and everything like that. And I would have preferred physics, but now you have a graphic that the frame rate drop anyway on the console, on that Xbox. Because I had the Xbox X, Series X, and apparently that still would have run GTA 6 at like 24 frames per second. I'm like, that is shit. I'm sorry, that is terrible. We have to, like, they're making games already getting like too advanced, have to reel it back in. I don't like, it's just not enjoyable at that point, to me. In my opinion, obviously, each their own. Being able to do something more physical like fingerboarding, skateboarding, tattooing, all these things that I just absolutely have taken like such an interest in again. And being sober, I mean, I'm not trying to like fill my life with stuff. Life is filled. There's like a massive difference. You know, you try and fill your day with stuff that I want to do this with, but I'm like already looking for free time because I'm already so busy but happy with what I'm doing with the business, and that's what I tell people need to pursue, because the world is just, in a state of depression because everybody's doing shit that they don't want to do, and it's horrible to see. That's just one question. I'll ask it with another question. When? When I decide to move Princess Peach, right? Oh, okay. Try and get into Skyrim again on the Switch, right? Because I mean, it's like, well, not games, but it's one game that I probably could get into. It's sick. I ended up playing like half 10 I'm not listening. And it didn't even need to have mechanics. It was just so immersive. Actually, that actually proves the point. You don't need a game to be like physics or graphics. The graphics are okay, to be fair, for the time for the size of the game. Like I say, I'm just so bored of gaming these days. I wish I was excited for GTA. But I think hearing about 24 frames, I'm like, what is that? It's worse than 30. I will really notice that dip. To the point where I'm like, that's just... So we're restarting again back at a certain level. Like this is like when it used to be bad at the beginning when we first, well, it's not, well, it was never bad, it's fucking better than it was now. You owned your games. I mean, there's even a point, like, I know people don't always have it, but you've got CX and game, and you know, you get real cheap games on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 1. Like, the games are even better. Like, for the same money, you're spending 70 quid on the fucking Xbox One game, you could buy, like, literally 70, sometimes, generally, because our games for like £1 in CX is a game shop in the UK. 70 fucking games for £1 each, like, you know, if it's that 70 quid, and you could buy, like, at least 50 games on the Xbox 360 compared to that. As I say, it's just going to go back anywhere and revert because I'm seeing it, because it's 24 frames per second for GTA 6 is shit. Terrible. And I'm talking about GTA 6 because that got me, I've seen the trailer, got me thinking about it. I'm happy I'm not actually going to be paying for that or playing it. It's a tad warm. Right, it's actually better tug this shit on, so. I like Frankie, it's very hot in the roller. Have a nice day now. Cool the fuck down. I can't wait for it to just get dark so I can watch Alien. Try and fingerboard a little bit more. But surprisingly, fingerboarding is heating me up a crazy amount for some reason. I thought I was safe because I was like, yeah, at least I'm not skateboarding, right? Unless any form of movement. That's so unhealthy, I am. I'll be back tomorrow as well. And, at like fucking, oh come on phone. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow at probably, I'm not really sure. At some point in the morning, we will see. Could be early. It'll be like probably like 7 maybe tomorrow. God knows. Probably like, sorry, yo. Probably like, maximum of a month, which is crazy, I know. But it's just real shit going on in the store at the moment. The maximum of a month from now. Just too damn hot. Yes, I'm still complaining about the weather. So I suppose it's a British thing, I swear. Sort of, yeah. Truthfully, I mean, it's a bit of a. I just guess the world's so crazy right now. I know people want the skateboards, but it's just a nightmare to be able to release. Like the packaging, there's so much goes into it. It's actually insane. But that's why I've started tattooing. I'm also looking for another job because I'm going to keep this one open. What's the question mark? Why are you question marking it? There's no message from you. It is hot. Thanks to the Americans as well. The fucking ACs. Oh well, nice weather I guess. Bit of wet wipe there. Thanks. So that actually made me want a wet wipe on my head then. I know it sounds stupid, but I'm like, oh, it's cold, isn't it? It's wet. Anything kind of wet, I just feel like primarily our brains are a bit attracted to right now. Like animals and heat in a watering hole. You know what I mean? In the heat, just like crossing a desert or something, looking for a watering hole. That's what our brains are like. It's actually cooling me down quite a bit. So that's worked on it. I'll just put a towel in there to be honest. Or not, but it could do. Put it into a bit of ball, so it gets a bit crunchy. And I like, put it around my neck. Very fruity. I didn't realise the same colours were inside though, I didn't know that. But you know, I guess that makes sense though, because you dip it and you know. How do you freeze it in multiple stages? I just, yeah. Yo. Definitely helping. Yeah, it's quite a small amount in it really. It's like a shot of red. Oh, brain freezing it. Bro, can you learn to spell English? Spell English? Speak English, no, type English, my bad. Hey, bye for now. Love you. Can I say I'm gay? I have a girlfriend, bro. Literally, she's in the chat. Well, she's not in the chat anymore. She was. So kind of doing better than some loner just sat in the chat on his own. But hey, I just made like king poop. How sad. Well, good luck out there, bro. It's a tough world. I'm telling you now. I respect gay people because they've got some energy and pizzazz, you know what I mean? And like, you know, flamboyancy, no, that means they're buoyant. Flamboyant, you know what I mean? The buoyancy. They're flamboyant and they're like fun and they're cheerful, where straight people like me are just fucking miserable sometimes, so there is that. But I'm straight and proud, I guess. I'm not going to be dancing around the street with a flag or whatever. Do we even have a flag? Probably not. We don't give a shit enough. It is what it is. But why? Is that artist is dripping on me? Oh. Oh. Damn it. I thought I'd get away with it. Oh well. Oh, it's so fucking... I know, like, I know it's true, it's facts. Gay people have, like you said, they've got more energy and character, and typically speaking, at least more than me anyway. I'm boring as shit most of the time. I'm like a grumpy old man. I'll sit there and do a crossword if I could. I'm so born in the wrong. Actually, no, because no matter when I was born, I'd be an old soul. I didn't realise how much he's cooled down. Because I've never used them efficiently enough. I've just eaten them because they're tasty. I like the slush puppy ones, I'd literally melt them so they're like a slush puppy anyway. So it's not really that cold. I guess it's a bloodstream, innit? I'm fucking cold. I've been through it. Ow! What? I think being punched in the head actually does not hurt less. But after maybe a few punches probably hurt, but it like hits right in the middle, it gets like under the bone. The thing is, I don't think it's to do with your bloodstream or like your nerves, they fire off like shot. Like those. I'm not a scientist. Is it dark enough? Yeah. I want to watch Alien, the new. I don't know if it's a new one. I don't know. They're making a new movie. Everybody can read it this way. So rusty. I don't regret trading up the week of tattooing though, to be honest. It's annoying to start to get impossibles down and everything. Oh well. I really want to tattoo myself again, it's just itchy me to, I'm not going to. Ooh. I can show people the rough design though. So this is what I done on my leg. It's very hard to see. And what I'm finishing off like. That shit is just sick. I literally want toes. I've literally never been on anyone ever. Like ever. And I mean, I know that sounds like really hard to do, but I don't think it is because a lot of people copy people anyway. And two, if you do your own art style and your own patterns, and I've combined things that just, you know. So what I want to do completely on my leg is this. Not exactly the same concept. So like pushed apart more, obviously. More like saying to the diamonds coming up there, different patterns inside. But then the bird's wings would actually kind of come up around the knee, because doing tattoos on the knee is a dumb idea because they bend and they look weird. But if you've done them going past around the knee, it wouldn't look as weird. If they did bend, it might actually look like they kind of bent out of the way. So yeah, this is what I'm running. This is what I want on my knee. It's like completely unique. And then this is what I already have. Actually, right. And then that's what I already have on my leg that I've done now. 2 diamonds up here. One's got a frog in it, one's got a mushroom in it, and space, and then that's got like a signpost. And it's to each his own. So, you know, you make your own choice in life, and then there's going to be a bird underneath it. And I know it's never been done before, because I looked around like fucking crazy, and I just completely came up with completely new concept. That's what I'm going to do my whole body with. It's going to be completely... I'm going to take my own art to an artist and be like, right, I need you to do this other bit, because obviously I can't reach that. I love when people say, you shouldn't do your body. Thank you, I appreciate that, bro. Right. But yeah, sick. I appreciate that, bro. Obviously that's a terrible picture. I need a better one than that. Do I not have one? Peak. But yeah. And you know how some women have like that sort of dream catcher thing? I've always liked that, but a guy just, it seemed weird. Obviously I'm actually wouldn't have tattoos all over my body, but this will just be the leg piece. Less line work with all the stars and stuff. But the whole fucking, the same art, with like same placement. And I literally didn't even have that in mind when I went to design it. I first done that, then the 2 triangles, and I was like, how am I going to make this look cohesive? And I was like, if I copy the exact same pattern this side, and then underneath have a bird with the wings coming up here on either side of my leg, like when that bends, that won't affect it then. So I can have a little bit of sag in there, but the bird will be here, the wings will come up here. So when I bend my knee, they're not going to, if anything, if you looked at it front ways on, if I had my leg crossed like this, let's say, the wings would just be hidden. So it looks like maybe his wings are tucked in. Fuck knows. We'll see what it looks like. But I'll probably do the stencil first at one point, obviously, because then you can actually bend it to see how it looks. That's why I like the stencil going on. There will be a hand-drawn one, which is going to take flipping ages. But I want my whole leg to be, well, anywhere I can reach to be done by me. I don't see the point in necessarily paying for, Obviously I'm going to get another artist to do areas, but it would be like the art I've designed. I really don't see the point in it. It feels completely pointless. Which one do you think? Take a wild guess. Take a wild guess. Yeah, what do you think? Just to take a wild guess. First off, Britain, but then next off, which one do you think? So I'm confused what you mean there. Well, bro ran away before he could even answer me, and I asked him, which one do you think? Like, why are you scared of your own answer that you don't want to hear? Do you know what I mean? Like, interesting. At least I can hear what I don't want to hear. Yeah, I can take it on board and go, oh, I appreciate your opinion. Thank you for sharing your concern to me. Respectfully, fuck your opinion. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. But no, that's me. That's just me personally. I will listen to your opinion. I don't have to like respect it. Or I do. I respect that it's your opinion. That's as far as it goes. It's not going to shift my opinion on things, is it? You know? I mean, I don't just look on the internet, I actually read books, I used to go to the library, so I actually read proper history before everything tried to be like, you know, brainwashed and corrupt and shit. I know my history, like, very, very well. I only majored in history, I just found teaching history, like doing anything with history would have been very boring for me, because I like to create stuff, so to teach that's already been done, I struggle with. Doesn't mean I'm not good at history, and I know my history. As I say, I telling people about the Slavic, like, slave trade the other day, like, they always think that, you know, black people only slaves, well, actually no, there's been millions of white slaves taken from British towns, French towns, Caucasian slave trade, Slavic slave trade, why do you think it's called Slavic? Slave. Anyway, history is interesting. And it's interesting to remember it so we can learn from it, you know what I mean? And it's funny, because, Israel is, if you read any scripture anywhere, the promised land to who? Like, I'm trying to give you feed your own answer that you really wanted to desperately hear, you know what I mean? So, please. I mean, it says it literally in any scripture you can pull me up. It says it in any biblical teaching. It does. Like, who is the promised land for? And I mean, no one wants to answer it, but I mean, then you wouldn't, why would you answer, if it was like a proud truth of yours, people would answer it, wouldn't they? But as a proud truth I know, that's why I'm asking the question. And then people can't even answer it because they know it, they're going to be wrong. I love it. The hypocrisy is beautiful. It's like music to my ears, because the more hypocrisy and the lies, like, it's just beautiful, because I'm like, do you know what I mean? Like, keep spreading them sweet bullshit lies at the same time. Like, you literally, people contradict themselves. It's fucking hilarious. I absolutely love it. So, chef's kiss. Like I said, you ask me a question. I ask you, what do you think? And then you run away already. I mean, like I said, at least I can hear bullshit answers I don't want to hear. I don't like the truth to. Maybe I'm like, okay, cool. Could take it on the chin. You know what I mean? Why are people soft as shit? Like, sorry, truthfully, people here seem to be calm, but there's some people, actually not everybody, well, here, right now, when people ask dumbass questions, I mean, also, when someone goes, you know, Palestine, Israel, right, West just turn around and I'm like, okay, right, I love the Persians, I love all these, like, I do, the people live around, beautiful people, right, absolutely beautiful, kind-hearted people, people in Tel Aviv, in Israel, absolutely kind-hearted, beautiful people, because they are people just trying to live their life, right? So, the first flag I would tell you would be Britain, right? Because I am, well, yeah, I'm British. I was born in Wales. My family moved to the UK, and then if you could take a wild guess, who do you think that I would be picking there with those 2 flats you've given me? Just a wild guess. Just you know, I mean, it really ain't rocket science. People figure out antimatter and shit like that, so I think it's, it should be doable. I mean, I could even help just a little bit, like just a tiny little bit. And it doesn't really help, but it also does, because one is more related to one religion than any other. Because, you know, and also I'm on about religion, and not some, you know, ideologies. So there you go. I would like to. That's all the clues. It's like 21 questions. You got more than that. I'm shit at Fingerboard, so I really am. Oh well. That's later. But anyway, as I said, what's everyone up to today? Some time to get started, so I go flipping watch Alien. I'm excited by this because fast forward a little bit, I was like, have I watched this one? And I realised I hadn't. And that was exciting for me because I love the Alien movies. I think they're sick. OG horror films. Right, and they're also medical, magical, full of wonder. Oh, it's so warm. It's nice, to a degree. It's better than it being freezing, I suppose. Like, can't complain. Oh, people, I just wanted an answer. Boy, it's really something. I think it's still 28 degrees or 29 degrees Celsius, and bear in mind the buildings maintain heat, so it's like a fucking sauna in here. It actually is. I mean, it's good to detox. I guess that's one thing you could just say, you know. And as I said earlier, I skated Albany skate track. That's Australia, by the way. Literally a month before Christmas, and that's like that. It's literally, it was coming up to. Obviously, I didn't want to leave too close to Christmas, so the flights would have been ridiculously expensive. And I mean, seriously, you don't want to be. I know planes have got air conditioning anyway; they're pretty cool, but I just don't like flying when it's extremely hot either, because you also do get bad turbulence in like pretty much both extreme weathers, because it's just air pockets of cold air. I think that I don't know what it's to do with, but I fucking hate turbulence, and it's a long flight. So that's nothing to do with the time really. But anyway, back on what I was saying. I'm skating down there, Albany skate track. It's like a snake run. I could skate that in Australia for like, bear in mind, just a month before Christmas there, summer. I'm skating at Albany skate track in Australia for like 3 hours. I would say I'm having a break in the shade, hydrating. It's manageable. Here in the UK, I skated South Banks in the summer. Well, I wasn't even the summer. I couldn't do the summer. South Banks in London. And it's literally like death. It's like skating into Satan's ass. Like, and you know, you're just carving that shit. Like, doing donuts. Bro, it is literally too hot to just exist compared. And as I was saying, Australia's fucking hot, man. It is hot. And I love it. And it's because it's like, it's dry heat. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Albany skate track, burning up. Like, all the sweat, like, you could just take your top off it and you just sweat, like, just evaporate straight away. So you just burn. That's it. That's all you got to worry about. I don't even burn that badly, so unless I'm in the water. That's another story. I mean, obviously everybody does, but I was going to have a siesta. I was like, I'm fine, I'm going to go for a little swim. And this was Roche, South Spain, heat wave. So you're not even that far from Africa, really. It's like right on the equator. And I'm like, I'm going to be fine. It was like 40-something degrees heat wave. And I went in the pool for like 2 minutes, came out, and I had, that same day, started getting blisters on my shoulder. I never ever burnt like that bad before swimming. No, just from anything, like literally ever. I fucking hated it, and it put me off for so long. I mean, I've got things like heat rash in between my legs from like shorts and, you know, those sorts of burns, but like never really burned. Like, I literally might go red, But I was never that sort of person that used to like snapping. It was really painful and stuff like that. I don't know. That's probably the melanin and my heritage. My family are from like Middle Eastern areas and South Africa. But just fucking nicer places than the UK. Well, actually, I can't say it now. But the UK, I'm just melting to death inside now. It's wonderful. As I say, it's like Arizona heats with Florida's fucking humidity. A beautiful combination. And there's a reason those two are fucking separate, right? Because if you put them together, that's literally like, here you go. See what? That's like a fucking curse on you. I wouldn't even give this to my worst enemy. That's it. That's just, it's a fake worse than death. I'm joking. Obviously, I looked up saying I can't quote 100% because it might not be true. They said more people die in Europe from heat-related deaths than that sort of violence in America. I'm like, that's crazy. I can't be. Well, it could be. I mean, there's like no AC. But you just go everywhere. You crawl from here to there. Like in America, you can crawl from your car to the Walmart, and then you know what I mean. Like it's got AC. You're fine. You're breathing. It's like breathing soup, and I've got apnea too. So I'm like, I wake up like every 20 minutes a night, which is fun. Yeah, they are really painful. I'm not gonna lie. But they were like the big, like you know, they weren't like little white like dots or whatever. These things were huge, like massive ass fucking blisters. But, like I didn't want to pop them, but at the same time I didn't really want to. Everything on it was so uncomfortable, and that's what put me off ever again. Like getting that sort of heat, and now the UK is heading to similar heats. Like sometimes it's like 39, 35, like 43 in Spain, no, in France. I think the reason it felt different in Spain though is I don't know if it's like there's a pollution and the humidity and the amount of like buildings. I don't like going to like, let's say commercial holidays. Like I like to literally get a villa, go there and everybody speaks fucking the language. It's not like, oh, there's a McDonald's around the corner. Like you go down to the beach and they're all having a pie, having paella in this big ass pan and they're cooking it up. Like it's their culture. It's beautiful and you try and just appreciate it. You know, even if you're like not a big fan of the food, I think it's a good thing to do. Good way to learn and see things that they don't, and they respect you more because you're actually going to witness their actual culture rather than just the thing that's put on for like Brits to go. And Brits are just little shits on holiday, man. I swear down. Nah, not at the moment, bro. Literally at the moment. I actually have my own company. I make fingerboards and skateboards. I'm just on a chill evening on the weekend. Thought I'd fingerboard a little bit. But I'm going to some medical now. But yeah, these are some boards I made. They're shit examples, I'm not going to lie. The lighting is terrible. That one's just really weird shape in it, but I was doing it. It says, I'm going to get the lamp in here when I come back in. It's fucking warm. I'm opening the curtain now. As soon as the sun's not directly on the window, then it's fine to open it, because wherever the sun is, there's no breeze. It just completely eats it. Heat eats oxygen. I'm tripping, there ain't no fucking breeze at all. So the shop will be open again. I know this will answer your question in a sec. So, well, it depends if you want about fingerboards or skateboards, both. Depends, like skateboards are anything for like, depends if you glow in the dark deck. The most they're going to be like 60, 70, and then 50, 60 for some others. Like 70, 60 to 70 for glow in the dark decks, and then 50 to 60 for normal ones. And then for fingerboards, they're anywhere from like 19.99 from like blank decks. But I was showing people the strength of my boards before. I made these originally for me because I only found out what fingerboarding was 2.5 years ago. I mean, I knew that tech decks were a thing, but I didn't know people actually could do tricks on them. I thought people were just pushing them around and scooping them and shit. You know what I mean? So this is one of my boards. This little monster. Now. And the pop will just incredible. The durability on these things. And I've got real wear graphics, anti-wear graphics, glow in the dark boards. This one's anti-wear, so you can see it's more like dents in that part, but it doesn't actually scratch away. It takes ages for the graphic to scratch away. Real wear, anti-wear, glow in the dark, and then blank, and then stained as well. This is like a stained one. That's a real wear stained deck. It just wears down after quite a while. So you see a little board slides with this one. And then the skateboards, I'll show them when I come back from having a cigarette break. But the same strength as that will be the same as, and they're nice and thin. And they're actually like Canadian maple, not like factory. Well, all of them can all be Canadian maple, but they normally just get factory pressed shit, which is like sanded down shavings. Then they pick all of it up again, put it into a brick, heat it, press it, glue it, and then cut it down again. And then that's fucking with Mother Nature's design, which was already, I mean, trees withstand storms, hurricanes, like everything. Yet we come along, try and put it into little bricks, and it's not going to be nowhere near as strong. That's why, like, as I said, I'm just whacking this fucking hard, like. And the durability on these. I've not had one board break, and I've made 700 boards. Obviously, a lot of them being sold, a lot of them in packaging. But yeah, so ranging from £19. There's mystery packs as well, which are like these, and it comes with one of fucking, I don't know, 400 graphics now. I've literally made so many boards, it's unreal. Because there's some people may have like a normal job, whatever in the business, but I wanted to give my full time and attention to this for the first 2 years, which I did. And the amount of stuff I produced is crazy. I've done wax, wheels. I formulated a new skateboard wheel as well. And this wheel is 85A, but it power slides like a 101A wheel. And it's not like mixed drum or anything, it's the same drummer, it's just the different elements that are in the wheel. And also they make it more durable, they don't wear down as quick. And also, where they are 85A, normally if you wanted to skate in somewhere wet, which I don't recommend with your wheels anyway and your bearings, but say if you needed to, these grip on the wet ground better, because when the water goes on them, the 85A comes through a bit more. It's really weird how to describe it. But then when they're dry as shit, they literally power slide like 101A, if not better, but they have the same rebound and the same like impact. So you go over pebbles easier, cracks, but still be able to do the power trick, like the power slides and the reverts and more swishy skate, like street skating style. And that's why I've called them street cruisers. And I can't wait to actually get a metal injet mold. The reason I'm waiting and holding up is I don't want to use all of my resources I have to make the wheels, because it's expensive at first, and wait till I can get an injet mold, which are like these metal ones, which are way more durable, withstand the heat from the urethane expanding, because that's what happens when it's curing. So I've got really sore throat. But to be honest with you, I don't know how to make my fingerboarding clips any better or cleaner than that. Some of the cleanest fucking tricks I've learned, like I've seen people, some of them are shite, not shite, but they're just, you know, whatever. But the nollie flip over a plant pot to a primo is wild. And so that was in my last video, and I know that is wild because I've never seen anybody else learn something like that on a fingerboard. That's just the truth of it. There's no way that's not worth $1 billion. Obviously I'm joking, but at the same time, I'm not joking. It's not worth that much. Obviously, I just think that's wild. I don't know. Wow, it's fucking too warm. Well, it's only going to get colder from here, which is nice. We have another heat wave that fries our brains. Right, I will be back momentarily. I am going for a cigarette. Super mix. Right, any weirdo that likes jelly beans, jelly babies. I like how they're like hard but soft. I realised now why some people thought I was Welsh before, because it's definitely not my accent. Even though I am Welsh, correct, I don't sound Welsh, right? Because I moved to England. Well, people think England is Wales. It's not. It's Britain, but it's not England. It's not England. I'm in England now. Wales is different. They speak a different language too. But yeah, I'm Welsh. And I don't understand how people figure that out. I'm like, how? There's a dragon up there, right? There's a red dragon. It's not the Welsh dragon, but I get why people may think that. It's the only thing I can put it down to. Because I definitely do not have, I have more of a twinge from when I spent 6 months out in Australia, when I do an Australian accent, better than my own fucking accent, which is crazy. It's not even my own accent, because I'm literally can't speak Welsh. At that point, it's not my accent. Oh, those are too damn good, man. It's a guilty pleasure. Super mix. I swear down, they're like the least popular. Like, I never see anyone getting super mix. I love jelly babies, they're so good. But like jelly beans, they're misleading, because I always think they sound like they're very similar things, jelly babies and jelly beans, but I don't like jelly beans, they're fucking disgusting. I just feel like jelly beans are just like literally taste like melted sugar into a bit of feed. Do you know what I mean? There's like no real flavour to them, they feel so artificial. Jelly babies, oh, well, I'm going back jelly babies now. Too damn good. Oh, I need to go out for this cigarette, because also another thing about smoking, which I do like, I should not like smoking in any way, but the only reason I actually ever like benefited it is because it suppresses appetite. Cigarettes, I mean, I literally could eat a house or home. It's so bad. I don't look like it, but I can. I don't know where it goes down my legs or something. It stores fucking. It goes somewhere, that's for sure. Right, I'll be back in 10 minutes or so. Oh. It's like I'm trying to find somewhere that's going to be cool, but there just fucking isn't anywhere. I mean, the sun's going down. That's it, fuck off to Australia. I'm serious though. I can't be bothered with it anymore. It's like the night time, I think I'm going to go out and lay on the pavement when it gets to like 11 o'clock or something. But yeah, probably go have a nap on the pavement, like no cap. Obviously not like actual, necessarily the public pavement, like the one outside my house, just down the side of the floor. It's generally a plan if the floor gets cold enough, do you know what I mean, of course. Ooh, lemonade. So I know it's being like random right now. This is what the heat does to you, it makes you delirious as shit. I'm really hungry. I know some people get like really hungry when they're like sorry, they don't get hungry when they're hot. I get really hungry. I don't know what it is. I don't know, because I'm so hungry and I'm burning up. My body needs more food to. Well, I don't know. I just get so hungry. I eat everything out house and home. I literally have like 5 portions of food. I thought if I could, and pudding, and I'd keep going and I'd keep going. I don't know when's enough. Wow, I can't believe it's already fucking 8:30. That's insanity. But I guess it's going to be a late night tonight, and then tomorrow I will be back on in the morning, whenever that may be, probably like 7 o'clock or something. It's just probably tired in the morning, because oh shit, I can show you guys this, I guess. I'm really not proud of this one, because I went freehand-ish. I mean, it's freehand-ish. Oh, I feel like I knocked a cap open. And there's just a whole lot going on. Like, don't get me wrong, this leaf I done, I'm fucking really proud of that leaf. And this leaf here, these two leaves, and the berry I'm not too mad at. And the flowers, nah, they're not too bad. And the skull is okay with the flower, the mushrooms coming out of it and the shading I tried to get. Because bear in mind, it is a tattoo. So it's a bit messy in some areas. So this leaf I'm happy with. The tattoo, by the way. And then this leaf I'm quite happy with. Acorn was fucked up. That flower messed up. It was all freehand. I just tried to like pack in. The shading's okay, I guess. But yeah. Just keep up the practice. I mean, tattooing is generally, I agree now. After that, I did say it when I started tattooing. I was like, oh, this isn't too hard. And then coming to doing more complex pieces, I'm like, oh yeah, I see what they mean now. It's like the patience, taking a healthy break is definitely important. But I can't imagine doing a big back piece. As I say, like if you notice that the skull's turned out right, and then it started to, you know, fade a little bit. Like some leaves, I'm really proud of. Like as I said, these two here are incredibly clean leaves, especially the line work on this one that I managed to get. There's tattooing, bear in mind, so it needs to be just faded enough. But obviously, to practice on skins like this, literally a flipping millimetre thick, which is it's just so hard to do. And I've had seen tattooers saying, "Oh, that's something impossible to do." So I know for a fact I have the natural knack for it and the natural talent for it. So I'm definitely gonna keep it up. I have a thing with mushrooms and skulls at the moment. It's like my two favourite things to draw, so that's why I was like, fuck it, combine the two. This is not my image. I want to just clarify, like, all of this added, like these leaves here and stuff like this is mine. The flowers, some more of the mushrooms were added, and some more shading and detail was added to make it more me. But by doing so, I kind of fucked it up, though. Like, I went too much with it. There's too much going on. I'm wondering if I colour packed it, it's going to make any difference at all. It'd be pretty sweet if it would. I don't know though if I, you know, if I kept this the colour it is, and then had these slightly shaded in colour, and then it would, you know, it wouldn't look so messed up maybe. I'm so happy with some of the leaves, like I said. That one, the line work I managed to get on that leaf, I am so impressed with. You know, as I said, I've been practicing as much as I can for when I finish off my leg piece. Because I'm going to have two pieces coming up here and a bird wings here and the bird, and I'll have to show people the picture. It's like kind of too complex to explain. But I always see it, when I see a piece of art, I'm like, okay, that would look good like this or altered. And I think that's what I would do as want to do as an artist, be able to just, someone come to me and be like, oh, you know, I want this, and I'll be like, I think this could look better. I appreciate what you're saying there. Obviously, it's your choice, your decision at the end of the day, it's your body. But just, you know, I typically have a vision. And my partner at first was like, not sure about this on my leg. And then when I showed her this concept I'd done, she was like, that's actually really cool. And I'll release it as well, because I do think some people, if you're good at art, I was going to major in art at school, but I ended up in college. I ended up leaving to just go get a job because I felt like I couldn't afford to just stay doing that. I had to pay for my own flat. Like, I had a guarantor, so I was allowed to be on my own at 16. I was like, there's no way I could keep up with this, be an artist. But after a week of tattooing, as I say, I'm not too mad at some of my progress on some pieces, and then obviously the pieces on my own body as well. I've done 9 tattoos now, which I know a lot of tattoo artists would be fucking mad at and be like, well, that's your body, the face in it. And that's my answer. It's my body, it's my choice. I'm not going to be mad at them. I'm very content with them. And everyone I'm showing the piece to now, completely, like, that's actually sick. So have faith. Do you know what I mean? You've got to believe in yourself. Because if you don't, I do also believe that's when things go horribly wrong in life, because you go at something half-hearted. You need to go at something with all your belief in yourself and be like, fuck it, I can do this. This is definitely possible. And you will surprise yourself. As I said, tattooed for a week. This was freehand, no stencil. It went a bit smudged at the end of the day, but the rock's not too bad. Oh, bro, why is that fucking hurt? I just scratched my head well hard and I think I made it bleed. Ow. Probably not, it's probably just me being dramatic. It just felt really hard. So yeah, this is... Why is the light so naff? All day it's been so bright and now I can't get any detail on it. So yeah, shading, freehand, no stencil. Ooh. Stop. I'm okay, bro. You're good, man. Right, where's the other piece of shit? There we go. I say, like, have the iPad so I can design all the pieces I want. And I want to be that sort of artist that people come to me and go, I want this. And I'm like, I appreciate that. I can do that if you want, but do you think this would be better? And go to the drawing board, so to speak, for them, because I have like a vision when it comes to art that I know a lot of people don't, and that's not like, people could do, I guess, but I mean, I've always really just taken to drawing. I feel like, so I missed a lot of education when I was growing up. I didn't go to school until like year 7 or year 8. So that's a lot of your basic. I knew how to speak because I learned from you, hear from people around you. My brothers taught me some basics. But art was the main thing that I watched my brothers do, really. So yeah, there's this piece which went a bit messed up. The shading weren't too bad around the hood. I mean, it felt pretty not lifelike, but semi-realistic. I shaded his face slightly white, which I think you can kind of see down here-ish. It has like a whitish tone. It's not this, which is annoying. I felt like they do look very similar. That's the issue. I'll see this piece, which, so really there's only a few pieces I'm quite proud of it. Like the skull itself, I'm very proud of the skull itself. The shading, the teeth fucked up, and the plants. I mean, these plants are alright. I don't know, but these leaves, that one, the line work I done on this. So yeah. But the dragon is still probably topping at my favourite freehand. As it's freehand, there's no stencil, and there was no reference. It's crazy. But like I say, you just got to believe in yourself. It's a false sense of belief that like a lot of people get. If you notice at schools, just, you know, be realistic. Be realistic. That is what shoots people down, because they then start thinking, am I not capable of achieving this, right? Am I like not worthy of achieving this? And that's why I believe they say to you, you know, do something realistic, believe something realistic. Oh, that won't happen. Because like I said, you've got to say, it's like delusional belief in yourself, and it does work. A week of tattooing, for reference, freehand, no stencil. That one did have a stencil, but it's one I'd done before. This one messed up, grinded, but there's some leaves that came out I really like, and some of the shading, and then obviously leg piece, which is now, I've already designed the complete whole thing, which is essentially taking up half the bottom of my leg and the top part of my leg, and it actually does look good, because instead of sitting there and believing, oh, you know, I'm not going to be able to design this well, or this isn't going to, I was like, well, no, I believe as a good artist I could design this. Instead of panicking about what I wanted on my own body, I was like, look, okay, just think about it like it was any drawing, and you can edit it. And like I say, it's a delusional belief in oneself. You've got to have it, honestly, and you'll be able to achieve. But so yeah, I've finished designing how this is going to be. It's got this turtle, well, I call him a turtle. It's got this little frog. I'm not going to lie, bro, I love it. He's so cute. So yeah, this little froggy. Oh. This mushroom, and a little frog, and a little signpost. And I'll have the rest of, wrong way. I have the rest of the tattoo designed. So it's got a bird at the bottom. It's got 2 more triangles at the, like, going up the other side, so it's symmetrical. Obviously, I just got to do bit by bit. But it'll be like a whole leg piece I designed myself. And I think that was quite, it's unique, because I was looking around for like tattoo artists and stuff. There will be people out there who've completely designed like a whole leg piece or something like that. It was going to be like a leg sleeve, not a sleeve, but, you know, go around my whole leg. But I was like, you know what, actually, I can show people the concept. So this isn't me, this is just the idea I was running with. This is the only thing I use AI for, because I was trying to design it, but I could not think of pictures as a fill-in. And this is exactly why I'll show you why I can't use AI, because it's shit. Right, we ready? Look all the way down to my frog. What is that? Anyway, moving on. But something like that. But having something in the middle piece, probably more here. No, none of these lines as much, but a bird at the bottom of my leg. Yo, what's good, bro? But it really messed up it really messed up my frog. Like, how on earth does that look like him? See this little froggy? It's quite sweet. He's actually quite a cute frog. I like him. And then, I don't know, is that like a Fortnite flipping... What was that thing? That looks like the thing from Fortnite. The chests thing. Oh, what do you call it? The, what's that thing from Fortnite, man? Damn it. And I was like, that's why I hate AI. I wanted to do a concept picture and it just messed up my own tattoo anyway. Didn't even get it right. I said, can you do it picture for picture? It's not even the same picture. It's terrible. But that is the concept of how this kind of leg piece is going. I think it's awesome. And I think the fact I would have done the whole thing myself and it's its own fresh design just hits different. And I'm not going to regret it in that case. Oh, I'm really excited to have it finished. And I feel like that, this tattoo, this whole leg piece will take me like another month to do, only because I'm going away middle of next week. So on Wednesday I'll be going away for a week and then I'll come back, and then from the week after I'll be able to continue I've already said I've got the design down. I'm going to go and finish the design now because I'm going out for some medical. When I come back on a live, because I don't want to go live for too long tonight, to be honest with you, let's say 9:30 as a maximum, because I want to watch Alien and it's still going to pretty much be light at that time. Hang on, yeah, it's still going to be light at that time, so about 9:30. Anyway, sorry, it's still be light at 9:30, so I'll still be live a little bit because I want to watch Alien when it's pitch black and it's not going to be dark until probably like 10. So I'll come back on and show people the actual finished design. The leg piece I'm doing on myself is, I've already done literally half of it, I would say, ish. Arguably say this is half my leg design. It's got more to go in the middle and up here, this side, and then the bird to go down there. So maybe like one third done. Yeah, probably 1/3 done. Not quite halfway, but not actually too far off. I literally wish I could finish doing it now because it feels incomplete as the leg piece, but I mean this leg piece would have cost easily when it's finished. Let me show people. This is the concept design. 2 seconds, I'm going for a cigarette. This isn't how it is, this is close to. It will be different though. So my leg piece, I've done these 3 pieces here technically. If we look at that. Actually no, technically my bad. I've done these 3 pieces here. It's these 2 pieces I need doing, and then the bird. So I've done these 3 pieces on my leg. This is the concept, so it's not actually what they are, but this shows how AI is shit. Look what it's done to my frog. You ready? Look at that frog. And then look at my frog. You ready? That sounded weird when I'm pointing the camera down in the air. He's sweet, man. He's actually cute. They violated my frog. He looks nothing like that. But anyway, so I don't like AI. What's up, bro? Or brosif. So yeah, as I say, I've designed I've designed my whole leg piece that I've done, that I'm gonna do. That's just a concept art. I'm gonna go literally finish it off now, and I'll be back in about 15 minutes, right? That's actually, I'm not showing people the concept ones. I'm gonna have to blow it out because it's got pieces I don't want people to see before I tattoo up myself, because I know people screenshot that shit and go, oh, that's a cool picture. And the reason I want to do my own tattoos from the beginning right to the end is because it would be like a portfolio when I started tattooing with shit at it and then got better gradually, you know what I mean? I think that's quite nice. And I like, as an artist and someone who's now getting into tattooing, thank you, bro, I appreciate that. I don't see the point in I've done 9 tattoos on myself now, I don't see the point in paying for them. So, we got the ghost, we got the owl. Oh, what's that? It's going to bring it down like this. Got this little monster, mushroom, a 7 and the Reaper, cross, and then this one. There's another Reaper, 2% on my leg for sobriety, and then yeah, that one, and that one, which will connect up. There'll be more here, same 2 designs coming right here, and then the wings of a bird going round the knee, because obviously having knee tats is so dumb, really. I'll try and fill it in with something, but the wings going around it means it won't actually bend and look weird, because I've been trying to figure out how I can put something on the knee. People do like puffer fish and stuff, and I don't want anything really that looks, it's not trying to be comedic, you know what I mean, or funny, because I think the puffer fish is quite funny, but it's been done so many times as an artist. I'm not sitting here trying to find something that's gonna, you know, let's say grab attention. I want it to just work with the contour of the body. That's what I'm trying to get it to do. And I feel like the wing, if my legs even folded over, it just looked like the wings are behind it. Oh, I'll have to put the stencil on as well, once I've obviously finished. I mean, obviously I can't print it off, I'm just gonna have to hand draw every piece. I don't have a printer at the moment, so I might just get the stencil pen and draw it on. Might be easier that way anyway, because I can kind of get it to my body correctly, you know what I mean? But I'm very excited, because I want to literally have a whole leg piece done. Maybe with my other leg if I like it enough, and someone's like, yeah, have you done that? And I'm like, I did. Because at the end of the day, as I said, why pay for it? And that's what I mean, it wasn't even really expensive tattoo gun, it was just with that one there. Tattoo gun was like what? Cost me like 35 quid, and managed to get a decent leg piece little frog. And obviously it's not finished. Oh damn it, it's not finished yet. I've got half of it I've still got to design. I'm going to go out and finish the design of it now, because I've literally been sitting there dreaming about this design. Was like, how am I going to make it cohesive, how am I going to make it work? And I think I finally landed with the design that I like, because everyone I've shown they've gone, that's sick. So that's good enough for me. It's unique, it's not been done before. And all 4 boxes are literally like elements I've used. So there's like one with a frog in it, there's one with a mushroom in it, there's going to be one with a drip in it, and if people can figure it out, they can figure it out. But natural remedies and healing properties and plants and stuff, let's just say, that healed me to get to my mental level stability where I am now, without directly having anything too trashy on your body. And then the bird is kind of like simplified freedom. Like you're broken free. You start off at the top, a bit like a pyramid, but it's like obviously working its way down because of the point, but it doesn't fucking matter, it just gets easier, and then you're free. Like, that's how art should be perceived to me anyway. I'm not one of those people like, bro, my art's an extension of me, like, fuck all that shit. I'm just a person who's like, there is a meaning behind my art, there's soul to it, there's meaning. Hello bro, welcome. Sorry, I just got lost in conversation there with myself. I think it's cool enough now to go out for this. Right, I'll be back in about 5 minutes, bro. I'm falling all over the shop. And then I'll show people the finished design. I'm so excited, honestly. I think this will be one of the coolest self-done pieces, and designed and self-tattooed I've seen. That's not me just trying to say it, I generally do think it. That signpost, I love the detail with the little lines in it. Just maybe being biased, but I am. And then the frog, he's just too damn cute. Like, he actually, like, and then that mushroom. I love like the double mushrooms that have like this bit here. It's like the ledge, so it kind of grows out of itself. They are straight, it's just because where my legs bent, obviously. This is just jarring slightly. Yeah, if you imagine that's how it kind of is, and then you can kind of envision it more. The 2 diamonds up this side as well, because they literally fit perfectly. Diamond there, diamond up here, to copy that too. Something in the middle here, and then the bird to go around the bottom. So the concept is this, sorry, 2 seconds. One more time. That's the concept art. And that's what I'll literally be tattooing on myself. That's terrible, as I said, I don't like AI and I never will do as an artist. Not even just purely because, right, I'm not even just biased as an artist. Purely because it's shit. It can't even spout what I've asked it to, like, what is that? That's not what my frog looks like. Fair enough, that's a good go at the other one. I think that's even better than mine. Cool. You should be your AI. I'm joking, so shine it when I can. But like, sometimes it's all, like, don't get me wrong. But it's, as I said, it's soulless. Putting his own up, like, you know. Ugh. I can't imagine it. If someone actually was an artist and they said, yeah, I designed this, and you paid for a consultation, then I found out it was AI, I'd actually be pissed off. Because people go, oh, what's it mean? What difference does it make? Every bit of fucking difference, because that AI would have regurgitated some pieces of art together to make a piece of art, rather than just being some actual, you know, having some meaning behind it. Like, yeah, someone could be like, but I gave it a prompt. Bro. Oh, you need a fucking prompt. No, seriously, people need to just use their brain a little bit more, because people are going to be like, like cavemen again. That's literally what's going to happen. They're not going to be able to communicate with each other because we're using AI too much. Like, it really is not hard. People are using it for text and formula. There's some things I'll be like, okay, punctuation's a bit shit here. I'm just going to just make sure this is right. Maybe. Or I want to, I don't really know. I just think I don't agree with it as an artist. It is what it is. It's happening. But that's what I mean. I want to see, like, pieces of art I'm seeing. Art is art when someone's creating something that just, you're looking, you're like, okay, that looks fucking weird. Like, there's no point to it, and there's, like, no real rhyme or reason. But it works. That's art. When something looks too cohesive, like, my leg piece does not look cohesive, but it does. If you took one piece away, it wouldn't look right, but it's because it's symmetrical. And it works with a story. But I feel like AI is just too perfect sometimes. That's what I've witnessed anyway. I'm like, can you give me like, when I have before tried to get it to do it, giving it a prompt to see how effective it can be at designing a piece of art, it's almost like too perfect. There's no mistake in the sense of that natural soul or human error in the art. Like, as I said, my leg piece that I'm designing would literally have no rhyme or reason if I did not copy the same pattern. It almost would not make sense. Because even when I showed my partner the circle bit near my knee, she went, what? That doesn't, she said, how are you going to make that work with that? And I said, watch, I'll make it work. And now I've shown everyone that, as I said, that pattern around the leg, the birds around the bottom of my shin. That's going to hurt because I'm going to be tattooing that bird on my bloody shin pretty much. But it's going to be such a big leg piece, and it's going to be all self-done. And started off when I first started, within the first week, tattooing. And yeah, where I'm at now, I'm halfway through it, and I'm a week in. And I'm proud of it. And I think you've got to have delusional self-belief in yourself. Right, look at a little signpost, it's well cute. Frog. And let me explain, right. It looks like it makes no sense, right? But I fucked up at my house. And it wouldn't. Do you know what? Actually, I need to go. I'll be back in a minute. I need to stop delaying. I'm delaying the smoke because I'm in control of them. This is weird, but it's an issue with vapes as well. You can just get your vape out of your pocket, just puff on it any time. But convenience, I think not. I just think more addictive. At least I can tell myself no. I ain't smoking inside. Occasionally. Oh, rollers, man. Oh, it's diet lemonade. Bullshit. Do I look like I'm on a diet? No. My diet is stuff my face with whatever I can to try and put on as much weight as possible because I just can't. Literally, like, I could easily eat 5,000 calories plus a day. No exaggeration. I am terrible with food. It's not even like, hey, I skate every day anymore. Like, right, I will be back in a minute. As I said, today's live's just fingerboarding and some other shit, I don't know, figure something out. And then tomorrow's live will be tattooing. Not myself though, unfortunately. I am going to save that for when I come back from holiday. But I will be continuing this leg piece. I don't know if I filmed more of the journey of doing this whole leg piece. I kind of wish I had done more. But yeah, I kind of want to be able to, when I get into become a proper tattooist, and someone's like, oh, so what piece are you? And I can show them that, and it's like, wow. Because obviously doing a tattoo yourself is a lot more challenging, especially when it's bigger. Because one, you're not in that perspective to be able to move around as easy. Two, your blood sugars drop. Three, angles, lighting, getting close enough. I feel like I may have already said that one, but still, you can actually probably pass that. It's like harder to put the needle in as deep because Yeah, but I don't find it that painful at all. But like people may find it painful, so you've got to like, you constantly back yourself to not go too deep or too shallow. You know. I don't know. But every other tattoo, I've looked up tattoo artists, I mean, and watched videos, and none of them really tattooed themselves like this, and they will go, you shouldn't do that, you should do that. But I'm not just gonna call it and say, well, I did. I'm fucking happy I have. I absolutely love the leg piece I've done. I'm absolutely astounded that I've only tattooed for a week. And this is what we got. So we got the frog signpost and that, you know. But it is going to be a cohesive piece. The same designs coming, not designs, but yeah. Because I showed my partner, she was like, I don't know how that's going to work. How are you going to do that without shapes? And then I designed this piece, well, I done one, which I'm going to show everybody when I come back. I just not finished it yet. I'll be back in like 15 minutes. I don't know if you want to see it then, that's fine. And then I done like because I really wanted to show my partner as quick as possible. I got AI do a concept piece, but it was terrible. It was close enough. And it pained me to do it. I was like, oh, but at the end of the day, it's not using the art. I just said for the layout, I was, you know, and even with the exact down, like it was like the fucking prompt I gave it was so big. It still struggled. And it's at that point where I'm like, look, I honestly don't see a point using AI because it's clearly not always perfect. That would agitate me. It's better to learn to draw rather than trying to fucking, you know, pay for it. Why pay for it? Oh, I don't need, man. Fucking AI is just gonna, it's not even gonna kill my job. It's actually gonna make my job a lot easier because people are gonna want a real artist. I mean, you can't take a tattoo artist job too, but I mean to say, being an artist, making skateboards, making fingerboards, tattooing now, it just makes sense having your art just absolutely everywhere, really, if possible, and take over AI completely. Like artists bring it back, which will happen. But anyway, 7% shit, right, I'll be back in a minute. And I'll be back on that, I'm so, oh man. Hello bro, welcome. Oh, it's this room every time I step in it. So I'll be back. I'm going to go finish designing this concept, the leg piece, and then honestly I think people are going to love it. I'm hoping it's kind of work as a portfolio because it's designed, I've done it on me, and I've obviously finished it when I finish it tattooed it as well, because I feel like it shows three strong suit, like taking initiative, going from it from the first week of tattooing. People be like, oh, but it's also confidence you kind of got to have, I think, in my opinion. Also, my brain is just like super brain. It's a good portfolio, and also I think, you know, as I said, tattooing yourself is a lot more difficult as well with angles and stuff. So to be able to do a full leg piece on myself and already have done half of it, I'm so stoked with it. But like, I'm happy I'm taking my time. Do you know what I mean? Show people who haven't seen the first bit. So this is signpost with a star. You've got the frog, and you've got the mushroom up here. And you're gonna have the same two shapes coming across here, and the bird's wings kind of coming around my knee, and then the bird here. Now I did try and get, because I don't like AI, I was trying to get a piece to show people kind of what I meant, because it was taking me too long to come up with the design. I've now done it. The AI is shit, man. This is the point I was getting at. It's like trying to get it to do it over prompt. It's like, now pay for print. I was like, oh, I went piss off. So I got onto the drawing board and I designed the piece in half the amount of time. Right now I can't do a kickflip, but I could do on a fingerboard, but I'm going for a smoke first. When I come back, I'll do one then, that's fine. I can kickflip on a skateboard, just actually to be honest, that still take like an hour to warm up. I haven't skated for months. But yeah, so I want to be like one of the main tattoo artists, like portfolio, all of his main pieces, or like, well, good pieces, statement pieces too, are on my body. So, you know, it gives people that confidence that you've done it on yourself for one, which is a lot more difficult. And I see a lot of self art, which is almost like maybe rushed a little bit. I sat there for like an hour with my leg up, just trying to get the minor details in that signpost, because I think that's so important. I mean, yes, in 40 years' time, tattoos show and look like shit anyway, right? But if I can make it look good now and not just blow out, then I'm going to, rather than rush it. I see so many people rushing their own tattoos all day, and then that's why a lot of tattoo artists are like, don't do your own tattoos. I agree with them, because people aren't patient artists. You've got to be patient. You know, like as I said, to get these, oh my bad, to get those little lines in the signpost here, you know, things to take a long time. That's going to be a cohesive leg piece. Or like the owl down here, or the ghost. Have my leg up for the 45 minutes is the most painful part, right? And I think that's why people really lose their patience and rush to fucking thing. They're like, right through it. Also, the good reason it's good practice and rather than honestly fake skin. I've used fake skin. I do not like it comparatively to skin at all. It doesn't hold. It's terrible. Fake skin is terrible. So obviously, tattooing someone else is illegal. So until I have my license, that's why I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna do it myself. I'm gonna be that crazy guy that's got. And I've already done them, so I know people go, I shouldn't do that. Oh, but can't wait to see this. This is gonna be a flop. And then they realise it already isn't. I'm like, it's because you've got to believe in yourself. That mindset people already go in with going, oh, he's going to fail. They have that same belief about themselves when they're doing it. And like, that's not going to get you anywhere in life, mate. You got to just tell yourself now and tell everybody else, like, no, I am going to be able to do this because why not? If you can do it, I can do it. We can all do it. And it's not like a grandiose idea or belief that you're better than everybody else and you can do it better, but you can do it. There's a difference between arrogance and confidence. You've got to have confidence that you can do it. Don't tell yourself, oh, you can't do it, and then boom, once you told yourself you can do it, I promise you. Obviously with a little bit of practice, I was an artist, never tattooed before, and a week later, this is the week later by the way, and I've already got a leg piece on me. I've done the owl and a ghost, and I've done some other bigger pieces that are shaved that are like, obviously I want to do it myself because they're like more statement pieces. Like I said, I'm going to get to do those on my body just right now. I'm practicing. I'm not completely stupid. These ones are really kind of easy to cover up. This one on my thigh, if you notice my tattoos have got gradually less easy to be covered up. Like it's gone from tiny, like a little ghost and things like that pretty much, to a big ass piece that if I wanted it, if it went wrong to get a cover up would have been, I would have just fucked up. I'm already dreading now. I'm not actually dreading it, I'm happy. Totally an bro. When I have my own skateboard company, fingerboard company. Not me, bro. Literally make my own skateboards and fingerboards. Hardly an L, is it? I'm sorry, but thank you for your concern, my guy. I mean, you're watching my life. That could be considered a bit of an L, really, isn't it? Really. So what are you doing with your life? So I'm tattooing. Happy with that leaf and that leaf. And the skull's alright, but this was freehand, no reference. Massive L. Absolutely massive L. Totally. Anyway. Thank you for your concern, bro, and that was a complete fail on your behalf, so peace. I'm sorry, man, that was a fake laugh because I don't feel genuine emotion, like I said the other day, properly. I love when people kind of get a job. I have my own skateboard and fingerboard company, that's all I have to say. I love my art. I mean, it just says it all, doesn't it? Yes, I will be arrogant to a degree, and I will be confident about, I'll be way more confident and a little bit of arrogance when it comes to my business, right? When it comes to anything else, no, I'm not going to be arrogant because I have no right to be arrogant. You have no right. We have very minimal to no right to be arrogant anyway. I just think that sometimes it's more deserved to show arrogance, and people can argue on that point. That's fair enough. But I just think sometimes it comes across a lot stronger as an emotion if you're arrogant about something. Depending if you're being arrogant, someone like arrogantly. That sounds so dumb. But if you're being arrogant about arrogantly, like proper arrogantly as well, it's a bit different. When you're like, well, no, I know what I'm on about because I have done it for a while. Like, it's a bit more arrogant, but it's still, because that comes more across in confidence. If you're like, well, I have done it longer than you have, that would be arrogance. It's a little bit more, but there's a level of arrogance that's okay. As I said, when people give me shit, I'm like, well, I do have my own skateboard company. I make fingerboards and skateboards. I'm a graphic designer. I'm now a tattoo artist. And in a week, like, as I said, I've done pieces like that on myself. And look how detailed that signpost is, boy. Look how detailed. Right, I'm going to be back. I'm just going to quickly go for a cigarette and I'll be back.
I appreciate everybody. It's so warm, man. Crazy.